Alright, we're back with another video, and in this one I'm going to show you how I set up Firefox. That's my browser of choice. I know a lot of people like Chrome. Brave is a good browser. It's a new one that's on the market. It's based on Chrome. Gives you a little bit better privacy. For the most part though, I like setting up Firefox and running it. So we'll go ahead and click on our Firefox icon. Let it load up. And it'll show you what it looks like out of the box. And then I'm going to show you how I set it up, the little tweaks and stuff I do. Of course, here's what you get when you first log in. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to full size this. I go up here and I right click. I want to enable my menu. And I also right click and I want to enable my bookmark toolbar. I like having a toolbar with all my places that I go, easy to get to. We'll go ahead and delete that. I don't need it. And let's go into show all bookmarks. If you're new to this, you might want to keep some of these. There's a bunch of different bookmarks. You have bookmarks on the Ubuntu website, support, different things if you have questions, Debian support. So if you have any questions, there's forums you can go to. Unlike Microsoft Windows, which is a corporation-based operating system, Linux is a community-based operating system. So you have communities you go to whenever you have issues or questions, and there's normally a lot of good folks on there that can help answer things. But I've been doing this for a while, so I kind of can figure it out on my own. So I'm going to dump that. I go ahead and dump the Firefox bookmarks because I really don't need them either. And you can see there's just really nothing in here. I'll go ahead and bring some bookmarks over later on. But first thing I do is get rid of all that. And then we're going to go set up our preferences. So we go in Preferences under Edit, Preferences. This will open this up. When I open a tab, I like to move to that tab immediately, so I will check that box. We'll go ahead and scroll down. Yeah, I like to save all my downloads to the download file. That's fine. And let's see what else we got. Automatically update. Recommended performance settings. That's all fine. Next thing we're going to do is go to Home. Here, I don't want to go to Firefox Home. I like a custom URL, and that's going to be www.startpage.com. And we'll show you what Start Page is when we get there. For new tab, blank page is just fine. Don't have to uncheck any of that because we're going to use a blank page. And that should be good. Search. I like to have a search bar. You see there's no search bar right now. I like a search bar. So we'll go ahead and click that. And let's get rid of some of these. I don't use Google. I don't care about Bing. And I also don't do Twitter. So we'll get rid of that. We'll move Amazon down. I do go on Amazon and eBay occasionally. And then let's go to Find More Search Engines. And let that pull up. And here's Start Page here. I want to go ahead and install that. Add to Firefox. And yeah, I want to make that my current search engine. So we'll go ahead and add that in. And now you see Start Page is in there. I drag it up toward the top. And go ahead and scroll down. Don't see anything else. Privacy and security. I always want to block trackers. I want to block third-party tracker cookies. And I always want to use Do Not Track. I don't like sites tracking me. I'm going to go ahead and clear my cache here too while I'm in. Clear now. Block cookies and site data. Don't want to save my logins. You'll do that automatically with cookies and stuff. And I don't really care for autofill addresses. I'll uncheck all that. I don't want to allow Firefox to do anything either. If it crashes, it crashes. They don't need to know. And that's pretty much it there. Now we're going to go ahead and go into Tools and go to Add-ons. We can open that up and let's go to Extensions. So we click on Extensions. First thing I want to do is get NoScript. And what this does is stop JavaScript exploits or anything. You can see what all it does right here. So we're going to go ahead and go to NoScript. Add to Firefox. Yes, I want to add that. Okay, and it's going to be over here. Next thing I want to look for is Privacy Badger. And that's why we went ahead and said do not track. We're going to install Privacy Badger, and with do not track, it will stop any tracking cookies or any stuff that's going to try to track you from being able to do that. So we'll go ahead, we'll install that. And they thank you for installing that. And then Flash and Video Downloader. If you want to download a YouTube video, watch it a later date or something, you go ahead and pull that open. And it is the one right here with the blue arrow. You can see Flash and Video Downloader for YouTube. I do want to install that. Go ahead and add that. Okay. And of course it brings up their little web page too. Next thing I want to do is go to themes. I like to theme my Firefox up a little bit. And we're going to look for something KDE related. Since we are running KDE Neon, if you're running Debian, you can do something there. I mean, you can just, whatever you're running. This is kind of a cool theme right here. I like it. It's nice blue. Go ahead and we'll install that. You can see that looks pretty good. We'll go ahead and we'll go to the home page now. Show you what what start page is going to look like. We do need to go ahead and let NoScript have permission. You can either do it temporary or you can do it permanent. I trust start page, so I'll go ahead and give them permanent permission. It'll reload. We can go ahead and go into settings. I like to use night. And then we're here in the US, so I like Fahrenheit for weather. So if I do any weather apps or anything, we'll go ahead and save that off. It'll adjust it in and give it the night theme, which I think that looks really nice. And then we're going to go ahead and go into customize. And I'm going to move a few things around. Don't need a spacer. We'll get rid of those flexible spaces. I like to put my page reload over here between my main bar and my search bar. We'll go ahead and move our download here. I don't really care for having that up there. We'll move it and we'll move it. And then here's our Flash and Video Download. I like to put it over next to the main download. And then we can leave the Privacy Badger and NoScript over there. And that's how I like to set it up. Pretty simple. Not real hard to set Firefox up. We're ready to go now. If you want to go ahead and add your bookmarks, any bookmarks you have, you can add them to either your toolbar or you can put them in your bookmark menu. But that's just the real quick way how I like to do it, and a couple little tools that I like to add just to make life a little easier. So like I always say, hopefully you found this useful. And either we stand up for our rights or we can sit by and watch them go away. Y'all have an awesome day. We'll talk to you later. Tennessee Frank out of here.